TTS.
So, what's no more laughing, no?
Yes.
So yes people, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we got another review for you guys. So the car we're going to be reviewing in today's video is the Mk2 Audi TTS. First of all, I want to shout out Jay for letting us review the car. So this car has had a few modifications. I'm not going to get into it yet. I'm going to let Jay explain to you guys of what exactly has been done to the car. Jay has asked me to keep him anonymous, so we're going to be blocking out his face. He's asked to remain anonymous. He doesn't want his face on the screen, which is perfectly fine. So people, as always, if you like videos like this, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the vibe, come on, you know it by now. And all will be good. I'm going to throw up some visuals of the car. Then we're going to have a chat with Jay. Then we're going to go out for a spin in the car. So people, one thing left to do now. Let's get to the video. Alright people, so as promised, I'm now with the driver of the vehicle. Jay, thanks again for coming down, my bro.
Bless, bruv.
Thank you. So if you'd like to explain what visual mods, we'll start with the visual mods modifications. What visual modifications have you done to your TTS so far?
Okay, so it's got the RS grille on the front. It's had the badges all blacked out. It's had the TTS badge taken off the front, so it's a little bit of a creeper. Okay. We've had the back seats taken out and a Cloud9 rear seat delete put in, and obviously to support that we've had a BAF Motorsport K-brace put in the back to help keep the rigidity going. It's got a carbon fibre TTRS rear spoiler on, so the pop-up spoiler's been deactivated and the RS spoiler's been put on top of that. It's also got 3 SDM alloys on it.
What, the 18s?
Yeah, they're 18-inch. They make it look kind of nice. They sit kind of nice on it. To be quite honest, that's about all we have for visual mods. I mean, I've changed the head unit's been changed on the stereo, but that's about it.
And in terms of performance modifications, what have we done?
All right, so we start with the brakes. So it's got Brembo discs all round, and it's got Red Stuff brake pads all round. Red Stuff, they seem to be tighter from the get-go.
Yeah.
You don't have to warm them up. You know, you get a little bit of fade with the yellows. I think the yellows work out a little bit better in the long run, but for me, just driving up and down, the best thing for me to do was get the red pads on there. So I've got them on there. Under the bonnet, we're looking at a Ram Air full induction kit. We've got a Traxlag 3-inch downpipe on the turbo, pretty loud. It's had a walnut blast on the inlet valves and an ultrasonic injector clean. We've got Autotech high pressure fuel pump, Powerflex dog bone mount for the engine. It's also had a runner flap delete and a RS4 fuel return valve on it. It's had a Rev GDV diverter valve put on there, and Artex Stage 2 Plus remap with launch and hard cut in it, and the DSG Stage 2 remap as well.
So Artex your tuner then?
Yeah, they've done the whole lot.
Shout out to Artec.
Yeah.
So done a good job?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's good. It's good. If I'm honest, the gearbox map, it's a little bit aggressive sometimes. So when you're just driving around in drive, sometimes you do get a bit of a jolt where it is jumping into gear. But when you're actually putting your foot down and when it matters, yeah, it works a treat.
Does the business.
Yeah,
That's it. In terms of suspension, your stock suspension?
Absolute stock. Yeah.
Exhaust system as well?
Yeah, so the exhaust is normal stock, and it's pretty loud, to be quite honest with you. So I don't know if I'll be changing it. Maybe looking into changing it, but at the moment it's not too bad. Okay. And in terms of output power, what is it pushing out? It's pushing out 359. That's all dynoed and printed out from Artec. Obviously, when they do the map, they don't actually just throw a standard map on there. They put it on and they tweak and adjust to your engine's capabilities. So if you got some components failing or things ain't quite right, you'll only get a certain amount out the map out of it, and they're quite happy to set it at 359. It just means that your engine, even though it's pushing, it's not over pushing, so it shouldn't be breaking things. You shouldn't be having hoses blow out and things like that. Do you know what I mean?
So it's in a safe little space sort of thing.
Yeah,
fair enough. And you gonna stop there, or are you looking to go further? Or
don't know, the hybrid turbo looks a little bit interesting.
Stock turbo in there.
Yeah, stock turbo in there. Just with the, like I say, with the Traxlag pipe on it, to allow it to breathe a little bit better. It does a good job. But apparently with the hybrid turbo on it, you should get another 60-70 brake out of it. So that means you're in the early 4s.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So it's still fast either way.
Yeah, it's quick either way. Do you know what I mean? But that would be an interesting thing. And then obviously, if you did that, then you'd have to start looking at meth to keep everything cool.
Yeah.
And that would more likely throw another 30-40 on top. So you're looking, if you did that and with them final two mods, you're more than likely pushing past 450, pushing up to 460.
Yeah, it's a lot of power still.
Yeah.
A lot of power there, man. So, I think we should go for a spin and see what it's really saying.
Why not?
Let's do it.
Alright. I mean, as you can hear, it's kind of quiet when you're poodling around. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Like there's days when I drive to work and I don't do anything. I just poodle along. I mean, you hear all the air being sucked in and that, and the little and that. But you can drive it kind of non-asmo quite easy.
And this is your daily, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my daily driver. It's not bad as a daily driver.
So what, in terms of petrol, how much a week are you putting in the tank?
So obviously I'm using V-Power because it's 99 octane and that's what it's been mapped for. And so the last time I went to the petrol station, it was on a quarter of a tank. I filled it up to the top, and you're talking it cost £75. £75, and out of that 3/4 of a tank, I got 160 miles.
Yeah.
So it's not the most fuel efficient thing going. But then if you're mapping a car and you're putting performance stuff on it, and it's gonna drink, isn't it?
It's gonna, it's expected, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is what it is. It's more fuel efficient than other cars I've had. So yeah, it's not bad. And like I say, if you potter along and poodle about, it's not bad. Motorway miles obviously is a lot better.
And you said this is your second TT.
Yeah. I had a Mark 1 previously.
Going for the generations, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was one of them cars that when they first come out.
Sorry, the next one, at the bottom.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
When they first come out, it was one of them. Wow, I want one of them.
Yeah.
And then I got the Mark 1, and it was all right. Stage 1. Was pushing out about 275, 280, something like that. And then obviously I see these come out and I thought, oh, these are nice. But then my situation at the time, TT weren't practical for me.
Yeah.
So once my situation changed and it became practical again, I went out and got this. And this, if I'm honest, this is a completely different beast.
To the Mark 1.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the Mark 1 was based around the Golf chassis. This is not based around the Golf chassis. They've done this one from the ground up. Not a Beetle either. But yeah, they've done this from the ground up, and you can tell it feels different. It handles different. The interior is even though it's still small, it's bigger than the other one was. Steering's much better, braking's much better. The overall car is a big improvement. You know, much better, much better. And it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, since I've bought it every single day, it's made me smile.
Driving around with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
That's what you want, though, isn't it? With cars like these, isn't it? Just all the fun, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is all about the fun. I mean, I like, you know, we go Santa Pod. So I'll go Santa Pod in this and see what it does on the quarter mile, but I also want to take this on the track because this is different to my last car. Last car weren't really a track car. This I can throw around the track and get some proper fun out of it. So yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait for the summer to kick in. You know.
Oh, wait, and then saying that you've got the rear seats underneath this, it sounds pretty quiet still.
Yeah, I mean I think a lot. So if I do up my windows, right, I can actually hear the diverter valve more because the drone from the exhaust goes. So it shows that there's hardly any noise that comes inside the cab. I mean, apparently when you're on the motorway and you're booting along and you get up to exit speeds, then you start getting a little bit of road noise and a little bit of wind noise coming through. But as it is now, you know, you get tyre noise and that's about it. You can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it more.
And that's with the windows up.
That's with the windows up. Yeah. As soon as again you put your foot down, then that exhaust kicks. And that's why I'm not sure about getting another exhaust because it might just make it a little bit too much, you know.
Give you a headache after a while, innit?
After a little while it would, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of quiet in here. You can rock along, have a conversation with someone. Yeah, it's good. It's only 359 brake. But for a car that weighs this much, because it's I think it's 1.4 tons, which ain't really, you know what I mean. And it's got a nice spread on the wheelbase, so you do get that chance to throw it about and just go ham every now and then.
And that K-brace in the back.
Yeah.
Does a good job here.
Yeah.
Keeps that back end.
Yeah, it helps because remember the seats are part of the setup of the car. So once they're gone, you've got a rigidity situation going on. So that brace there just gives it enough to keep it sturdy. Yeah. And with the bushes on the mount and the engine mount, that helps keep the engine in place because I suppose the last thing you want is the engine to be falling, to be getting so much pressure behind it.
Yeah.
And on the standard mount.
It was a Powerflex.
Dog bone.
Dog bone, yeah.
And that's nice, the little burble.
Yeah.
I love the burble on the exhaust, I'm not going to lie. The little bubble when you take your foot off. And then...
Yeah, this is what you want though. The kick in that way, just kicking me back in my seat. Flipping on. miles, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's a big expense, but I reckon that might be a little bit of a cheeky one. I'd have a think about that.
Yeah. Yes, Jay. Now, my history now. Seriously, oh god. Yeah, man, this TT is nice, bro. Nice.
So, what's so no more laughing, no?
Yo, yes. And you ain't done no 0 to 60s in this, yeah?
Not yet, no.
Yeah.
No. Off here?
Yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah, 0 to 60, you'll be interested to see what it's making. My God. Yes. It's that pull, man. Oh my God. That pull, yeah, it's wicked stuff.
See, then when I drive it, I feel like I'm 18 again. It's one of them, you just want to go, you want to have fun, you want to have a laugh. That's why I say it needs to go onto a track.
Track, yeah. You can have your fun, yeah, trust me. Be a monster on the track, man.
Yeah.
Yes, people, that's it for this video. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Big up to Jay for coming through again. You want to plug anything? You want to big up anyone?
No, big up the man them. You know who you are.
But people, please remember, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the vibe. We'll catch up on the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe.